Well, as you know, we have been rather limited on how we've been able to do services now for the last 9 weeks. But things are fixing to change, and we are preparing to open back up for public worship services this Sunday, Memorial Day weekend, and we're excited about that. And we're looking forward to it. As I prepare for my message Sunday, I've been thinking of that verse of scripture over in Psalm 122, verse 1 that said, "I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord." And I hope that's your attitude, that you're now glad that we're able to come into the house of the Lord. And what I wanted to do today is just take a few minutes to kind of help lead you through the process that we're going to do as we open back up, at least for the first few Sundays, particularly on the front end here in the lobby, to ensure the safety and health of our people. The reason we're doing this is not because the government's telling us to do it, but we are being sensitive to the health guidelines and suggestions that are being made to help us protect the health and safety of our people. And so what we're doing may seem a little bit restrictive, but we want to make sure everybody is safe, because we want to love the Lord our God with all our heart, soul, and mind, and love our neighbors as ourselves. And so we're so thankful for that. Now, when you come on Sunday morning, you can park where you normally park. We have handicap parking here in the normal. We've blocked off the drive-through here because we just want to make sure that everybody's safe when they come into this area where we welcome people. And then when you get here, you'll come in the front doors. The two side doors will be open like this one here is, so you won't have to touch anything when you come in. And then as we walk into the lobby, you will be met with one of our friendly screeners. And in this case, Ms. Terry Beth Lott's going to be here with several others of our ladies to help screen us. Ms. Terry?
Good morning. It's good to have you here.
Well, thank you, Terry. It's great to be here. And we're going to ask them to ask a series of 4 non-invasive questions just to kind of help us protect and understand the significance of what we're trying to do here. The first question is simply this: did you take your temperature this morning? And we want you to take your temperature before you come, okay? But if you don't, the second question is, if not, would you like your temperature taken? So Ms. Beth is going to take my temperature.
98.1.
98.1. See how fast it was? Then she's going to ask the question, do you have any COVID-19 symptoms? And you know what they are, just a brief list. The third question is, have you been exposed to anyone who has been lab confirmed to have the COVID-19 infection? And then the fourth question is, do you have a mask? And if not, would you like one? Now, we are not requiring people to wear a mask, although we are strongly recommending it. Now, all of our volunteer teams, all of our staff, when we're in the common areas, when we're working together, we're going to have masks on, because we just want to let you know if we're asking you to do something, we're going to do it too, because we're not going to ask you to do something that we're not willing to do. And so from here, of course, we're maintaining social distancing. We have things on the floor here to show you that, to ensure that we're keeping proper spacing. Of course, if you come with your family, you can stay together. Or if you ride with somebody, you can stay together. But if you're here by yourself, then we want you to maintain that 6-foot social distancing. And then from here, we'll make our way into the auditorium. And so the doors will be open again. That way you don't have to touch anything. Our goal is that the only thing that you ever touch when you come to church here is your bottom when you sit down. We're going to have bathroom monitors that if you have to go to the restroom, they're going to ensure that everything is sanitary after each use. We'll allow no more than 2 individuals at a time to be able to go into the restroom, because we want to make sure everything is clean and sanitary for every person coming in for their protection. Then when you come into the auditorium, you'll be greeted by one of our friendly ushers. This is Juan here with us, and he will have you here, and he will assess your family. If you've got a family of 4, he will point to one of our other ushers, and they need a place for 4, and they will seat you accordingly, because you can sit together as a family, but then there'll have to be a 6-foot distance between you and the next person, either individual or another family. Now, you already notice here, if you can see, we've already got the pews roped off, every other pew. And so we will seat you accordingly. Here's one thing we ask of you. And we're going to be as accommodating as we possibly can for where you would like to sit. But you got to understand that there may be some adjustments. We may ask you to move down a little bit, or maybe to move around, just to make sure that we can ensure everybody is safe. Now, if you're some of the first to be seated, we're going to ask you to sit in the center of the pew. That way, nobody has to cross over one another. And so we will seat you accordingly. And then when we get ready to dismiss, we will dismiss the back rows first. We'll dismiss from the back to the front. And what we're going to ask you to do is that when you're dismissed, that you go straight on out through the lobby, that you don't linger in the lobby, but that if you want to fellowship, go ahead and do that in the parking lot. We want you to fellowship, we want you to communicate, but we just want to keep the lobby clear as the flow of people exiting can go out. I just want you to know how much we appreciate the flexibility, the desire that you have to come back. We want you to be able to worship together. Yes, these are restrictive things, at least first. It's a new normal for us, but we're going to be working really hard to minimize anything that would make you uncomfortable. And then we will hopefully be able to go to phase 3, as you have seen from my recent communication with you, and then phase 4 as we go along here. But phase 2 that you see there in your notes that I've sent you, either on Facebook or on the website or in the mail, you're going to see that they're going to be rather restrictive. The only thing that we'll be doing is our worship services. We don't have any of the other buildings open, and so we'll be coming in through the center entrances here into the lobby. All the other doors will be locked, and we will ask you to do the same as you exit, just to ensure people's safety. I love you, and I want this time to be a great opportunity this Sunday as we memorialize those who have given their lives for us to be able to do what we're doing, and then let this be a wonderful memory for us to look back and see how God's taking care of us. Again, I love you. I'm praying for you. Let's have a great day in the Lord Sunday. I look forward to seeing you. God bless you.